My friend here, Steve. Steve is a Valor, comrade of Valor. Steve, when I was arrested, let me tell you, this impunity has been there forever. He followed me to ensure that the police do not abduct and kill me. And my freedom was secured. Together with Davis here, who went with him to the office, and even the senior environmental political time you call for a meeting, we beg that you pass the mic to the comrades here so that they speak to you. You are a man, young people to consult with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, comrade. A question, your name. The next one is Beverly Ogaga from Daystar.
Thank you very much. It is my singular pleasure to meet you, Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Now I have a question. Baba, all the issues that have been addressed here triggers down to three things. One, high cost of living. Employment among youths and universal suffrage. Now my question is, this thing has been sung every time and every day. It's as in it's a song of the day. To high cost of living. If you look at the police brutality in the university, all this is about the university suffrage. And about the youth advocacy, you're being told to come out as youth, and Right Honorable Baba Wino said, let us come out and speak and stop slumber. Baba, I want to tell you, it is so sad, and for lack of a better term, most of the people being elected using the delegate system, 90% of elected vote or elected using this system, sadly, I will call a spade. They are not leaders. And for lack of a better term, most of them are fools. For lack of a better term, we have people who are left behind, people who contested, na wanaachwa. With the delegate system in Akwanga, if you are vocal, you are being deemed. If you get a chance one, the school in Angalianga, what do we do with this person? You are not given a chance. These people cripples you. So Baba, kindly, let it not be a song. Baba Wino, I have faith in you. Let this not be a song. If you can push it by next year, kindly. Then about the youth advocacy, how are we supposed to be given platform? You mentioned, oh, youth, let us not sleep. You know, it's not a matter of saying, let us do not sleep. How are we to come out? We are angry. And Baba, I want to tell you, if you assume, you know, when Hanbin, I was in class 6, there was a story of Hanbin Spain. Is Hanbin Spain? And if right now you are going to say, if in Hanbin Spain is Hanbin Spain, most of the people are going to be a victim when the hunter comes to hunt for the Hanbin. Kindly let us take remedy and measures to cap this solution, and let us not give empty talks. As I conclude, everything comes to an expire and everything ends, whether you like it or not, sadly. Baba, we appreciate you, and we really appreciate the things you've done. And we really appreciate for you to nurture some of the leaders to come and support us. And we as people of Baba, because the things you've done, I see Babu Wino in yourself. I see Babu in you. And because of age, sisi wote tunaelekea kule, na maybe one time tutakuwa wazee wote, and that is why tunasema everything comes to expire. We have generations come and go. Baba, it is our humble plea. People from Daystar requested, and people nationwide, because we interact with people. As you look at people in your eye and the leaders you have, the Babu Owino, we see Babu in you. Please support Babu Owino. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wisdom. The second took. Please, you be brief as a cock on a hen. And the nini from Moi, tell her come. From Moi come. Kuja tu simame hapa.
Thank you. I'm Peter Ogutu, the Secretary General, Technical University of Kenya. My question is it possible to bridge the gap between the national leaders and student leaders to bring closeness and good work relationship between those two cadres of leadership? And two, is it possible to have a general national student election so that we can have an effective national student body to enable us to drive forward student agendas and issues and anything that concerns students? Thank you.
Thank you for being brief. Tell her from Moi.
To former Prime Minister, the Sierra Governor, who is our governor, and the Member of Parliament for Embakasi East, the fellow honored student leaders, Kenyan student leaders. Good afternoon. It's afternoon already. To Baba, from Moi, ours, we don't have a question. We'll just have a concern and a contribution because we were not given chance. I'm Williams Odhiambo Atela. I'm a student president of Moi University, Kenya, and I came all the way up to here. We're swearing in is tomorrow, and we're even rushing. Maybe we need to be in Eldoret again. So I've been flanked by my other confidants here. Jared is here. Can wave to the crowd. This Moi University fraternity. Huga Godana, Goodko. Yeah, those are the guys who are accompanying me. Thank you very much. Now, Baba, my only contribution is on mental health. Depression, as you are aware, depression among university students is a great concern. And it has led to not only suicide, but also unplanned pregnancies, HIV, AIDS, as a result of depression. Comrades are depressed in Eldoret. As a result, we have high cases of school dropouts. Most of the comrades have come out of school and they are suffering in silence. Our only plea to you, Baba, is that you have this as a concern and you find a way maybe how you can go about it so that at least our grievance our issue is addressed. This is a matter of great appreciation because it affects all of us anyway. Thank you so much, Baba, and thank you so much all. Because of time, I'll stop there.
Thank you, Atela, for traveling. Masongo from Riara.
Comrades power. Comrades viva. Baba viva. Mine is very simple. Senior comrade Baba. Senior Council Orengo and Babo Wino. Are you available on Friday? The streets of Nairobi are very empty. Are you available on Friday? Okay, if what other date are you guys available? Because there's only one thing. We are available now. Okay. Makofi. Thank you very much for this opportunity. All of us here have opinions and have ideas of how we would like to have this conversation. But in as much as we would like to do that, we are inviting you to also join us in our demonstrations on Friday. We will be demonstrating on Friday. If they won't come, I will go. Okay, me and my family will go. So we will go to protest because the cost of living, the university fund is not correct. There's only one thing, memento mori. And myself, senior council can accept that there's something we call quita sed consentia, that when you keep quiet, it seems as if that you are agreeing to the status quo. And tunakubali hiyo maneno iendelee? Tunakubali hiyo maneno? Sasa hiyo maneno sisi tumekataa na tunasema ya kwamba Comrade Wisdom, Comrade Wisdom, can you stop diarrhea by stitching ananas? You cannot stitch ananas to stop diarrhea. The government of Kenya is doing exactly that. The problem of Kenyans is economy, and you cannot solve problems with the economy by taxing people. It's like standing in a bucket and trying to lift yourself up. It is impossible. What we are asking now is for people to be involved in dialogues. I'll say this as I go to sit down. In my village, we did not have clean water. So one NGO came and decided to put clean water wells around the village because the river was very far. But 1 month later, they came to the village and they found that the women were still going all the 30 kilometers to go and get water. The reason was simple, comrades. The reason was simple, comrade. Comrade Wisdom. The women were using the time, the distance from the village to the river to gossip. So when they put the well near to the village, the women could not gossip enough. So they stopped using the well. This is what I'm saying. The comrade must be involved in these issues. Otherwise, whatever they are trying to solve will still go the way that we know. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for that wisdom. The final person, the Sekjen, Machakos University.
Comrades power. Comrades power. Your Excellency Raila Odinga, our Senior Council, our Chair, and student leaders, good afternoon. I'm Wambi Samuel, the Secretary General, Machakos University. I wish to comment one point before I ask a question. Baba, we as students, we are dying slowly because we are not eating due to lack of funds. One, the government told our first years to join universities without giving them clear information on how they are going to receive funds. And most of these first years are dying in villages because there was lack of civic education. Most of first years did not join universities. My question now goes to Baba Wino. Now that there was no civic education, how are we going to do to go and save those first years who are dying in villages? God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, comrades. Comrades, power. After the vote of thanks, we'll have a photo session here. Then afterwards, the TikTok walk from here, moving to the office. Comrades, power. Let me... I think for the questions, let me welcome back His Excellency, Baba, to respond to the questions. Then we'll go to the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello? Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. I've seen that there's a lot of interest in people making contributions. That those who would really wish to talk, they did not have opportunity. Next time we will give more time. You guys can talk louder. Now there's two issues. The issues which are within our powers, and those which are within our powers to do, we will do. But the others are without our powers, which are the other side. But first you talk about student leadership, not just within the institutions, but nationally. So I think first what we are trying to address is the issue of universal suffrage. That students in all the institutions where they are be given a power to elect their leadership. Once you've elected your leadership in particularly those respective universities, you've got the leadership, Nairobi University, Kenyatta, Pwani, Maseno, Meru, Machakos, and so on. The leadership, those leadership will come together and then elect national leadership. So you don't need again to have all the students for the whole country coming to do the elections. Once you've elected the leaders from these various institutions, then they come and elect the leadership. So you've got the chairman of Kenya Student Organization, or whatever the way it is. Are we together? Are we together? That, my view, is what needs to happen. With regard to this animal called the cost of living, we told these people several times, you are in the hole. Don't continue to dig. That is actually been the remedy all the times. Don't dig when you're in the hole. But they don't understand. You saw how our members of parliament fought very hard in parliament against this new tax bill, which eventually became now the tax law, an act. Because we're saying that increasing taxes is not the solution to the problem we're having. If you increase the taxes, there's always a tendency to evade. People will evade taxes. People, for example, are not paying. You've increased the tax on fuel. Many people are not driving. You don't have that jam on the street the way you used to have it. People are pulling to come to work. As a matter of fact, the consumption of fuel last month went down by nearly 15%. So the revenue that you want to get by increasing the taxes is not there. Okay? But then we told them, we are here, we've been here before. When we came into government for the first time in 2002, we found a collapsing economy. Economy was very, very poor. The Paris Club, the members of the donor community, had stopped giving Moi the money that they used to give him. So therefore, the collection was very low. We were only collecting 200 billion shillings The growth rate was actually minus. So it was negative. But then we looked at the status of the economy generally, and we realized where the problem was. First, we looked at the revenue side and the expenditure side. That is very simple economics. Where the money is coming from and how the money is being spent. That's where there's a problem. The revenue boys, the income tax, VAT, customs boys, then procurement officers in the ministries. Those are the boys in town. They're the ones who are buying apartment blocks in town. They're the ones who are driving the latest models of cars, Mercedes, Toyota, and so on. They're the ones who are building castles in rural areas. They're the ones who are building high-rise buildings in village markets. So if you do lifestyle audit, you catch them very easily. And we did lifestyle audit, and we caught so many of them. Some of them we sacked, some of them we took to jail, and hired new people. We came into government in January. Between January and February and June that year, the revenue went up by 100 billion shillings. So we were collecting now 300 billion instead of 200 billion which had been collected the previous year. The following year it went to 500 billion. 750, it reached 1 trillion shillings. Without increasing taxes, just plugging the holes where it was leaking, we increased revenue. We reached a stage where we were able to finance all our requirements, all the development projects. To 95% was being financed from domestic revenue. Only 5% was coming from out of the country. Yeah? Neither. Then on procurement side, we found under the Moi system, there was a procurement rule that said that any procurement above 100,000 shillings in value must be done competitively. You must advertise in at least 3 newspapers. There must be at least 3 bidders. And you procure competitively. You go for the lowest bidder. We found that because in each and every ministry, there was a procurement officer seconded from the treasury who was in charge. We found that each and every procurement officer had 3 companies registered. And there was the kind of collusion. The one in health is supplying education. The one in education is supplying trade and commerce. The one there is supplying agriculture. The one in agriculture is supplying health, and so on and so forth. So if there's a tender, you'll get 3 bids, all of them from actually one person. And the prices were inflated. An item which is supposed to be bought at 100,000 shillings is bought at 5 million shillings. And that's where the government was losing money. The government was leaking. So once we subjected all these procurement officers to lifestyle audit and sacked some of them, because the government was now procuring competitively. The prices became less, so the government was able to get more. And that is how we succeeded. You see that the government of Kibaki succeeded. It succeeded because of what we did. Right now, first the civil service is demoralized. They are bringing people from outside the civil service, being made permanent secretaries. Somebody who has never even been to Kabete to be trained in administration, does not know how civil service is working. is being recruited and made in there. It's just so and so long as it's from my tribe. From my tribe. These things are not going to get better because these people are actually messing up. They don't know how to run a competitive economy. They will not, things will not change. And you cannot be one person, you're Mr. President. You are the permanent secretary in all ministries. You are the minister in all ministries. Huh? You know everything. Even if El Nino is coming, you're the one who knows the El Nino is not coming. The work which should be done by the director of meteorology is being done by you as a president. Everything, you must be talking about on everything. Even if it's, somebody's wife Nini, did not dress properly, you're the one who know. So this is where we have a problem. And so these people, they don't know that they don't know. And we are not ready to advise them because they know everything. Okay? Because they know everything. So you people have a responsibility to sensitize the people. Okay? Wherever you are. And when we blow the whistle, we should see you out. Communist power. Communist power. Communist power. Asante sana.
Comrades, power. Comrades, viva. Aya, now we want to call Marende for vote of thanks. And before Marende speaks, we will remain there for...
Comrade Babu was asked a question. Let him respond briefly.
Thank you very much. Secretary General Machakos University, you did ask a question about civic education. I don't think we need to do civic education to our comrades because when you are in nursery school, your teachers prepare you to join primary school and they will tell you that you are going to join primary school. And when you are in primary school, they will tell you that you're supposed to go to secondary. And as a comrade, you must know that you are going to secondary after primary school. And when you are in secondary school, you will automatically know that the next level is university education or a college or tertiary education. Any comrade who doesn't know that should not be a comrade. Okay? So there are two things that happened in such a situation. If a comrade does not know that, then either probably that comrade has not passed exams. Okay?